Space Cadet for me is one of those films where I saw the trailer and I thought, I genuinely don't know if I want to see this. And I have now watched it. I decided to give it a go. I really like Emma Roberts and I rather liked it. It's pretty decent. It's not engaging from start to finish, and it was very, very slow to begin with. It took a good half an hour for me to get to a point when I started enjoying it. In fact, the point when I started enjoying it was when our protagonist, Rex, had her interview. And from then on, I liked it, and I'll talk more about that in a moment. This was released in 2024. It's directed by Liz W. Garcia, and we have a cast including, of course, Emma Roberts. And Emma Roberts plays Rex, who kind of accidentally applies to the NASA space program. And she doesn't realise that her CV has been enhanced. Well, she does in a sense, but not to the degree where it was basically saying she had all of these amazing achievements, and that's not who Rex is. When I said it was slow at the beginning, we did need a little bit of time to set up to get to understand Rex's personality. She's a party girl. She's not, stereotypically, not the kind of person who would be applying to the NASA space program. She definitely doesn't seem like she has the right credentials for this. But on a whim, she applies, and her friend had fiddled with her CV. And she goes with it. She decides in that interview scene, which I have to say for me was a turning point, that's really when the narrative kicks in. She decides, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to see if I can do this. And obviously, as the title suggests, the film is about this training program, whether she'll get away with it, and ultimately, the chance for her to learn more about herself than she perhaps knew, and to learn that she's capable of more than she perhaps considered of herself. And I think there are some really great messages in this. I also found it to be a really fun film. Rex is a really likeable protagonist. I really enjoyed following the journey from her perspective. I think that worked really well. Very well written protagonist. Obviously a great performance from Emma Roberts. The other characters, the other applicants, really liked them as well. Absolutely no problems there. No problems with anything actually, apart from, yes, the beginning was a little bit too slow. Again, as I said, we needed a little bit of time to set things up and to understand Rex's personality, to really feel the effects of this journey that she was on. But either the intro had to be more entertaining, or it could have been a little bit quicker, and we could have got to the main narrative a bit more quickly. But once it got underway, I liked it. I thought it was a fun story. It's a decent film. The performances are good. It's not completely engaging from start to finish. There were lulls here and there when my attention maybe wasn't feeling as engaged as it would like to have been, but never to the point where I felt bored. And as I said at the beginning, I saw the trailer and I thought, well, yeah, I guess it sounds interesting, but I don't really know if I want to see it. I hadn't read anything about it. That being said, I still hadn't. I decided to watch it randomly. It was on my Letterboxd to watch list. I decided to add it to my spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet of films that I'm working through in chronological order. Chronological as in when I added them. It's my method of making sure I actually watch those films that I say I want to watch and never get round to doing. And I guess this was one of those films. And I'm pleased I gave it a chance. I really enjoyed it. Great messages, great characters, great performances. Entertaining for the most part. And ultimately, I enjoyed the experience. Space Cadet is a pretty good film. If you've never heard of it, I thoroughly recommend it. If, like me, you were kind of on the fence, you weren't sure if you were going to give it a go or not, I'd say go for it. I'm quite happy with the experience, and I'm definitely happy to recommend it.